I actually just got here and I don't know who's on the show. I'm not trying to be a jerk. I got fucking stuck in traffic. Don't rant, Quentin. Do your fucking bits. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy things are the way they are now. I got my shot. Anybody else here vaccinated? Round of applause. No. All right. Cool. I'm not starting a debate. I'm just asking. For those of us who are, it's cool. We have everything we have in common with our dogs now. All our fucking papers and shit. I work with a lot of people in healthcare, and don't get excited about that. I'm really bad at my job. A lot of my patients die. But they ask me crazy questions like, aren't you scared about getting the vaccine? Like, aren't you worried about side effects? Like, I'm already autistic. Like, what else is going to happen to me? What if it makes you sterile? Can I get a second one? Is that an option? Like, you're shooting right into the boys, get that over with? I don't have kids. I do not want kids. Is anybody else in here doesn't want kids? Or maybe have them and still don't want them, like you want to get them once and have them? Okay. It's weird. We tell people you don't want kids, especially when you're in your 30s. Like people when you're 20, they're like, it's a phase. When you're 30, they're like, no. They get angry. They're like, you want kids. And I'm like, oh, calm the fuck down, man. It's not my fault that you have no pull-out game. Like, that's like, have kids, you don't understand their love. It's like, I don't, but I understand disposable income. Family wants me to have kids. That's obnoxious. My extended family. My mom was actually about 5 years ago. She was like, you know what? He's never having kids, and she dropped it. She didn't say shit until me and my girlfriend moved in together, and she was talking about moving out of her house or dying, and I didn't like the second one. And she's like, if something ever happens, do you think you and Jules would want to move in here? And I was like, I can't speak for her, but I'm gonna. Yeah, I think we would. She's like, it's a great little spot. It's right next to 2 highways. There's low crime, low traffic. And, in case of mistakes made, it's a good school district. That's how my mom sees me, as fucking up and making a kid. Which is weird, because that's all it takes. That's all it takes to make a kid, is a fucking accident. I mean, some people, they have to work for it. But a lot of people, that's a whoops. It's like, no, it takes effort to make a kid. I was like, no, it takes effort to make a grilled cheese. I don't know a single dude who's just been gone, like just been in the moment too long, been like, oops, I accidentally have a grilled cheese now. I mentioned before, I am autistic. That's been fun. I found out October of last year. That's not when you want to know. You want to learn that early so you can spend your life preparing for it. I spent 32 years thinking I was just an asshole. Turns out I'm a medically diagnosed asshole. I have an excuse. But I know you are. This roughly be my time, okay? No, you're not. I know you're not. You are as sorry as your husband is that he married you.
He's dead, so you can't ask him.
Aww.
I know what killed him. Back to my shit and talk about being autistic so that we cannot make eye contact after the show. This is a problem with being this handsome, is drunk older women just want to fuck you so bad. But they have nothing. Like none. Like women can't hit on people for shit. And older women, like when they've been married for a while and they just get back out there, all they know how to do is get trashed and just go, you remind me so much of my son. I was like, I don't watch that section of Pornhub. Much. I'm already off the rails. I'm going to talk about porn for a minute. I watch porn. I watch too much porn. I know I watch too much porn because I stopped masturbating to it. Like that's where I am now. Like I just turn on Pornhub so I can catch up on my stories. That's where I'm at. Like I found myself critiquing the set direction in porn. I'm like that's way too many couches for one living room. This is fucking weird. I just saw a lot of guys on dates just like get real quiet. No. I have a girlfriend, as I mentioned. We met a long time ago, but we recently got together and we just moved in together, which I'm pretty excited about. I'm in a healthy and happy relationship, which I didn't know was an option. I spent my entire life watching my parents, and I thought that's what you did. Like, you just hit a certain age and you got married, and then you passive-aggressively belittled each other, hoping that one of you would die, until one of you did. And I still don't know who won in that one. Like, my dad got to mic drop on the way out, but my mom's living her best life, so it's... But no, I'm happy with my girlfriend. I'm excited, and it's nice. It's way better than my last relationship. My last relationship, I was dating an addict, like hardcore addict. Anybody in here ever dated an addict before?
Woo.
No, you won't make good choices. Good for you. Fucking keep it up. Like, don't. And my ex had problems, man. I mean, she worked with everything. She had problems with booze. She had a problem with pills. She was addicted to other dicks. It was fucking like you just end a relationship and find out it was an open one the whole time. You're like, what the fuck? I'm glad to be out of it because I can own shit now. Like I can buy electronics again without them going missing. Dude, what the fuck happened to my watch? I don't know. She stole my watch. It's a fucking Casio. Like, what did you get for that? My girlfriend, we're renting a house, but we have a roommate because we're millennials, so we're poor. So roommate Jess, and one of my guy friends is just like, you live with two chicks, that's fucking hot. I was like, what world do you think I'm living in? Like are you yeah, it's real hot cleaning 2 girls worth of hair out of the shower drain. That's sexy as fuck. No, I like, they think I'm sleeping with both of them, and I don't know why. It took me 8 years to trick my girlfriend into sleeping with me. I mean trick, it was bad. Like, she had to get married to the wrong guy and go through a bad marriage and get divorced for me to show up and be like, hey, it can't get any worse. We have a good dynamic in the house. I like what we have. It's an adjustment for me because our roommate has cats. She has 2 cats. Well, we have dogs. Me and my girlfriend. And she has cats, and I've never had cats. Never been a thing in my life. So that was eye-opening. If you're dog people in here, which is St. Louis, I know most of you are. Cats. Here's a big difference between dogs and cats. When you take a dog for a walk and you clean up the poop, like you grab the bag and you pick it up, and your dog just looks at you like, hey, I was gonna eat that. Like, what? I'm gonna ask for the check, I'm still here. Cleaning a litter box, that's a whole experience. Because the girls left out of town, I was super excited to prove I was gonna do shit and take care of the house and clean up. So I'm scooping out of the litter box and I turn, and there are just these 2 orange faces just staring at me, just direct eye contact, which I'm already not about. And I'm sitting away, and they start licking their paws, like, yeah, that's right. You're my bitch now. I was super excited, right? I got all that unscented kitty litter sand, which is a lie, by the way. That is a bullshit lie. It blocks the odor. No, it fucking does not. We have a 10-foot square section of the basement that you know where the fucking litter box is. Like, You're like, I didn't see them, but cats live here. But no, I thought I was done, right? I'm super excited. I pick up the bag and stand like this, like, yeah, I did a good job. And just between my legs, 2 orange tails, just squat, kick, come back out, sit down, and look at me. Oh, you're not done. You thought this was over? And I'm not a BDSM guy, but I know what it's like to have a dominatrix now. Like, it's... I have a good job working healthcare, as I mentioned. I make medicine for nursing homes. So as you can guess, we get a lot of returns. It is my favorite joke I've ever fucking written, and every time people are just like, oh, too far. You didn't know her. You might have. We're one of the biggest ones in St. Louis, actually. You could have. But no, it's a good job. I like what I do. I like most of my coworkers, mostly. I don't like Todd. Fuck Todd. Everybody has a Todd. I don't know who it is at your work, him or her, whatever, what their name is. But you know who I'm talking about. It's that one guy that like he's super allergic to everything, including his work. He's like, I'm not fucking contributing today. I'll find any excuse to walk around. And I'm competent at my job, so I got promoted above him, and he didn't take kindly to that. So he just decided to start pissing on my lawn. He every time I leave my desk, he goes over and he picks up my cell phone and he just starts going through it. And I'm like, what the fuck were you raised? Like, who does that? So I'm like, all right, I could complain, or I could have some fun with this. And I decided to have some fun. So I have just been texting myself pictures of my junk. And every time he throws it down in disgust. Every time. He's done it like 3 dozen times. Like at a certain point I'm like, you're interested now. Like you want to know. And I get why. They're getting to be some good pictures. Like, I have graduated beyond angles and lighting. Like, I moved on to backdrops and costumes at this point. I don't know if you guys know what it's like to stay up late making a tiny little cowboy hat, but I mean, not tiny. It's an okay cowboy hat. It's like, oh, I don't regret a cowboy hat. But yeah, I got in trouble at work one time. I called an HR, I called into Brenda's office. That's where I lost my shit. Right? Just sets me down, just like, Glenn, your work's doing great, everything's fine. We just noticed that you're having issues meshing with the team. I'm like, I'm not having issues meshing with the team, Brenda. I'm having an issue with one allergic to his job little bitch that spends 6 hours a day in the bathroom. And if this is about the sandwich incident, Brenda, that's not my fault, okay? None of that would have happened if Todd wasn't a lunch-stealing little bitch. I also realized I just forgot to tell you a part of that story. Okay, so I make my own lunch for work every week. It's usually a sandwich. I got a grill. I marinate my chicken for a day. I throw it on the charcoal. I get that thing nice, got the little char marks on it. I get a head of lettuce, none of that bag shit. I get a head of lettuce and I peel that bad boy off, slice my own tomatoes, a little melted pepper jack cheese, spicy honey mustard that I make myself on a sweet Hawaiian roll. Goes in that clear Tupperware, goes in the office fridge. It looks beautiful. Everyone in the office, man, that's a good looking sandwich. Yeah, it is. And then my sandwiches started fucking disappearing from the office fridge. Now again, I can go report this, or I can have some fun. And as I mentioned before, I work with medicine. Oh yeah, I regret nothing. I made one of my sandwiches, did my extra spicy honey mustard with an extra dose of laxatives in it. What I later found out was considered a legally dangerous amount of laxatives. Because it turns out it's considered assault when you turn Todd into a human shotgun on the office toilet for fucking 8 hours. No, Brenda, I don't really think I'm at fault for this one, Brenda, because if Todd wasn't a sandwich stealing little bitch, I would have been on the office toilet for 8 hours because even knowing what was in it, it is a delicious goddamn sandwich, Brenda. And while we're talking about office police grievances, why are you going around to an office of 80 people asking for $5 for a birthday cake on on every goddamn birthday, and then you show up with a $25 sheet cake from Schnucks. I bought one, Brenda. It's $27.83 after tax. Where the fuck is the rest of that money going, Brenda? That's a nice new purse, Brenda. I might need to go back to therapy. You guys have been absolutely awesome. Thank you so much. Keep it going for Quentin Wilbur, everybody.